I spent spring break in Antwerp, Bruges and Paris, which is the surprise part of the trip, and I did some shopping, so let me show you what I got. We're going to start somewhat boringly at the Primark, which is on the Marais in Antwerp, and I picked up something that I was really keen to get, which are some cloth napkins. They have a sort of champagne glass with the word cheers on there in red and pink, and then the other one is pink and red. I've seen this all over social media and I really wanted it, so I was really happy that I was still at the Antwerp store. Their home section is quite good, or at least a lot better than what I'm used to at the one in The Hague, so I also picked up these candles. They have a really cute sort of floral print on there, and again I saw this on social media and I was keen to pick them up. And I am a big picnic fan and I love a gingham, and then I saw that they had these cute sleep shorts in a red gingham, so that also came with. Then across from Primark is Juttu. It is such a lovely store. It's a concept store. It's kind of similar to Oliver Bonas, I would say. And there I picked up some rosé wine shower steamers. I am a sucker for rosé wine things or pink champagne, and this looked so fun. And this is actually wrapped. I wrapped it for this video, but I'm gonna rewrap it and give it to myself for my birthday. Another birthday present that I unwrapped for this video is another YouTube purchase, but from the Bruges store. This is a set of colored straws or stirrers, and I saw these colors and I was just, yep, needing them in my life. It's by the brand Here's How, and they say it's the Whistler collection, so I wonder if there's, you know, one with more black and grays and one with more pinks, and it will be fun to sort of look up this brand. And oh yeah, there's an Instagram, so I'm gonna follow them and see what other products they make. One of my other favorite stores in Antwerp is the Dream Lab, which is a sort of hair accessories, jewelry, all kinds of little trinkets, all kinds of girly things that you might want. Store is in the Wiegstraat. I will link their location down below. And there I picked up a fresh scrunchie. The owner of the store makes these scrunchies himself with leftover stock. And what I really appreciate is that they're always really full of like fabric, but also the elastic in here is quite thick, so it's really nice on your hair. And yeah, it's fun to have another one of these in my collection. And then as I was paying, there was this little area where I saw this cute comb. It's just a normal comb, but with a sort of end that you can use to, for instance, make your parting. And while I'm sure I could easily find this on AliExpress, I really want to support this small business, so I also grabbed this one. And then this one is going to go in my birthday present pile as well. At Sincerely Valentine, which is another sort of clothing, accessories and jewelry store, I picked up a little bracelet, and it is just this one with sort of chaining, but more, yeah, it's very hard to describe, but I think you can see sort of how it works and what it looks like. And this bracelet is going to be a lovely addition to my other bracelets and bangles. Then honestly, kind of silly, but also these are completely different. I got some more glass straws. I picked these up at Zara Home. Zara Home in Antwerp is top tier. It is really, I think it's one of my favorite. I think it might be my favoritist Zara Home store. And this straw set has long straws and they have a bit of a curve, and then also this area here is twisted, so you know, I will drink really differently from these straws as opposed to the ones that I showed you before. But yeah, really fun purchase and something to sort of add on my Billy bookshelves where I store a lot of my straws, and they will look great there. On to books and stationery. First up, a productivity planner from Penguin Random House that I saw, and it was a freebie that they had on the tails of the Fnac. It just looks like this, but I thought a planner made by one of my favorite publishing houses, yes, so thank you Fnac for this freebie. And then at the Stad Leest I picked up a washi tape in their Wunderkammer store, which is just a white washi tape that I can use to stick in pages into, for instance, my reading journal. And then at their bookstore, which is like properly Stad Leest, I picked up a book for my birthday. I will include a shot of the cover here. And I decided on this book in the end because it was well priced. It has a cute cover. I had seen it online a lot and I knew that it was a new release. So I'm very excited about reading this after my birthday. And then to connect with that, I picked up this card by Holly Maguire, which is a bookworm, a birthday card. And I thought, yeah, the combination of this is going to be super fun. When I was in Antwerp, Mela at one point suggested that we could go to Paris. So we drove from Bruges to Lille, got the TGV from Lille to Paris and spent a whole day in Paris, and it was lovely. It was amazing to be there. The weather was chef's kiss. I was able to walk around without my coat on. It was just a really, really lovely day, and it was fun to visit some of my favorite haunts. So even before we left, I picked up these stickers at the Miniso at the Lille train station. So there's just a bunch of Paris stickers there that are just fun to have in my junk journal, because of course I grabbed all the papers and magazines and pamphlets that I could find, because I am going to junk journal this whole trip. One of the first stops was La Petite Epicerie, which is a lifestyle gift and sort of DIY store with stationery. And I picked up this paint by numbers box. It is a full DIY box. Kind of silly, it is Notting Hill, but it was the one that, you know, I like the look of the most, so I'm excited to try this one. And then while I was there, I saw this All the Ways to Say made in France notepad, and this says crazy shits to do before I do cheesy girl stuff, and that resonated with me, so I decided to grab this as well. And then at the tills they had this From Paris with Love little, I hope, peppermint bonbon sans sucre. I hope it's sort of pepperminty, but I thought, how fun is this to have in my bag to sort of pop a peppermint or like a sugar, well, it says sans sucre, so it's no sugar, but anyway. And after I can use this for like headache medication. Really fun, looking forward to that. We mostly stayed in the first arrondissement and the fourth, and at the fourth we went to the BHV Marais, of course, and we both picked up some stickers. These are vinyl stickers, and honestly, €9, what was I thinking? But it's fine because we were in Paris for the day. And then also they had this cute card and another lovely sticker of almost the area that I didn't see this area this time around, but it's fine because it's a fun little map of the city. And then also I saw from Legami, which is an Italian brand, and they had this fun looking bookmark. So I thought, with the book that I already purchased and knowing that I was going to buy a book, at least in Paris, I decided to treat myself to this one. And yeah, I like the colors, and there's a big elastic on the back that in theory you can put around your book. So it's apparently a really funky sort of technologically advanced bookmark that I'm excited to try out. In the fourth, we also went to my favorite shop, and I should say street of shops, because in this specific street there are, I think, 6 shops, and they are all amazing. And I am talking about the shop Fleux, and yes, I picked up their shopping tote in this sort of fun leopard print, and I also got some real goodies from them. I picked up 2 tiny little puzzles. So this one is Books and Tea, and it has 100 pieces, and then the other one is A Cake and Love, and I grabbed this one because I already have things by Victoria Ball, so that was fun to sort of have extra. I do hope this ginormous piece of tape comes off nice, so maybe I need to actually do that with this one is okay, but this one, like, are you kidding me? But I will use my hair blower hopefully to try and get this off. One of the Fleux shops that used to be a children's store was now a coquettish store, and I picked up this reading journal by Papier. It's a London brand, but they sold it in Paris, of course, because Papier sounds Parisian, or at least French. And it was quite funny when I was chatting about this with the girl in the shop. I sort of asked her, like, oh, could we just, before wrapping, because I knew I was going to buy it anyway, can we just check for how many books I can write about in this journal? So she said 32, and at the same time when she said, oh, that's quite a lot, I said, oh, that's not really enough. So that was quite funny. I've not currently read 32 books, but I know I'm going to read way more than 32 books this year, so I think I'm going to use this for sort of my special books. But yeah, really fun purchase. I saw online that there's different covers, so maybe I can buy another one for when this one is full. Something to look forward to, at least. Also in Le Marais, I went to Smith & Son, which is a English language bookstore in Paris, and I saw a book there that I really wanted, but unfortunately it was really quite damaged and it was the only copy in store. They did offer me a discount, but like at 5%, I'd rather have the book that is fully nice. So I took the metro down to the Rue de Rivoli and went to the other Smith & Son bookstore, which is super big and super lovely, and I grabbed the book that I wanted, which is The Charm Offensive by Alison Crochan. This was €12.90, and while I was there I saw The Irresistible Blueberry Bakery and Cafe. I had spotted this in the Standard Boekhandel in Antwerp, and I mean, it's clearly a pumpkin spice cafe sort of cover rip-off, but I started reading it a bit and it was just fun and cozy. And then when I was there I was like, do you know what, let me take it with me. This was actually €15.90, so a lot more than honestly I would have spent here in the Netherlands, but for a fun souvenir from Paris, even though it's an English book, I know. And then also I asked to have the book stamps. I mean, then it's just so fun to have 2 books from Paris. It was kind of lucky that I had to go to the Rue de Rivoli to get books, because there was a Ladurée there. I'll include some clips because this box is already empty. But I mean, look at this gorgeous box. This is a mimosa print, and I had 8 macarons in here that were delicious. Then lastly, even though it was the first thing that I purchased, a quick fire round to the stuff from Sephora. I picked up some stuff from their own range. So a sheet mask, another sheet mask, an eye mask, and also a lip mask. From their own range I saw this Lift and Firm night cream with peptides, and I think there's also retinol in here, so that is something that I really need to pay attention to not overdo. Then also this mini waterproof remover des macarons, so that is fun, and it's in a mini size, so that is perfect for on the go and also to sort of try out if I really like it. And then they also had this little gift package with a lip plumper, mascara, and also a Make It Glow luminizer, so excited to try these. And then I was really excited to see the Byoma at Sephora, so I picked up this SPF 50 sunscreen. It is a ultralight face fluid SPF 50 with a barrier booster, which I really appreciate, and I have a lot of Byoma already, so really fun to have picked this up. And then maybe the thing I'm most excited about, or at least the thing that I was hunting for the longest, I got a Summer Friday lip balm, and this is in the color Cerise Cherry, and I was looking at a few other colors, but I think this one is quite glossy. It's a lip balm, it's not lip tint, so I thought cherry might work well for me. And I've seen online that some girlies put a little ring on here to, for instance, put in your bag or your keychain, and I think I want to do that because that sounds like a lot of fun. Ooh, excited to be a Summer Friday girly now. So that was everything that I purchased while in Belgium and Paris. Excited to put stuff away, start using my lip balm and, you know, all my skincare from Sephora, start reading the books, and yeah, just sort of get on with planning my next trip. If you have any tips for my next trip to Paris, for instance, things that I need to pick up at either Sephora or the bookstore, definitely leave them in a comment below. For now, thank you very much for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye!